Previously, on the next Internet Millionaire, the contestants were welcomed to the complex by a squirming breakfast of worms. While some contestants had no problem eating their quota, others had more difficulty, and as a result, they were required to answer more customer support emails than the worm eaters. In the end, there was one contestant who ate the worms and also displayed exemplary customer service skills.
You are now immune for the rest of the day. Congratulations.
With no time to digest the morning's events, the contestants were rushed into the classroom for an inspiring session with Marlon Sanders.
Welcome to Ninja Training.
You will not hear anything more profound than what I'm going to tell you right now, and it is this.
As they put their product development skills to the test, the KISS team overlooked a key piece of research data, which allowed the Bullseye group to easily dominate the presentations.
I mean, this kind of takes the whole flanking approach. It's decimated.
In the judgment room, Big Jason was sent packing, while the Bullseye group celebrated their victory in style. As the competition becomes more intense, which team will drop the ball, and who will be sent home next? Stay tuned to find out in this episode of The Next Internet Millionaire.
Last night, it was about 1:30, and as soon as I lied down, I had a stomachache, so I took a couple of pills, and I never take pills, and I think I had some sort of reaction to them because about 10 minutes after I took these pills, I laid down on my bed and my heart started pounding and I couldn't breathe and I started sweating. And
Today's challenge is going to center around the concept of what we call entrepreneurial authoring. As you know, I'm the author of a book, The AdSense Code. This is our New York Times bestseller. To help me with today's task, I've got my publisher with me, the founder and CEO of Morgan James Publishing. Please welcome my good friend, David Hancock.
Thank you. We look at books as a tool, as a leveraging opportunity, as a credibility booster, and as a lead generation. And then the book sales, they're second. The way we look at it is if we can help an author grow their business, grow their passion, reach their goals because of the book, that's when the dynamics kind of kick in. And I think that's what we helped Joel do.
What's really interesting is I sold thousands of copies of my ebook at $97 a pop. But when I came out with a traditionally published book, which sold online at a discount for $15.72, my credibility shot up through the roof.
You've always heard that you can't judge a book by a cover. But as marketers, the reality is we all do. Not only do we judge a book by its cover, but we also judge the book by its title. And since the title's on the cover, what do you do?
Which is why today's challenge is called The Perfect Title. Heather is going to come around the room with a bag of words. You will randomly draw 10 words from the bag, and then you will have 10 minutes to form the perfect title. You will then write a 2-sentence summary of what this book is about. You may begin now.
I got all shaky and I couldn't calm down and relax, so I got up and I called Toronto. One of my friends there, woke them up, chatted, calmed myself down for a bit. Then I tried to go back to bed and I couldn't sleep, and I woke up in the morning and I could hardly even stand up. My shirt was just soaking wet and I was shaky. I could hardly walk, and I got up and I walked to Laura's room, my roommate, and I just said, I'm just so sick. And she called the doctor. We talked to the doctor and they thought I should come into the emergency room, and I couldn't come into the emergency room because then I would be missing the show. And
okay, your time is up. We'll begin to my left with Charles. If you would please tell us your title and read the description of your book.
I did easy hits Easy Hits is a brand new approach to attracting traffic to your website, allowing you to make more money from your content. No longer will you struggle advertising for a site no one will see.
It's amazing with all the letters that I'm seeing in your pile that Easy Hit S just came together. That's pretty decent.
Nico, what's your title and your description?
My title is Life's Like a Rose, and the description is, why is a bush with so many thorns and only one flower called a rose bush and not a thorn bush? This is your life guide to understanding and applying the principle of seeing only the beauty in your life.
Wow, you guys are not going to make this easy.
The title of my book is Bare His Skin. It is the heartfelt story of how a 10-year-old boy overcame his 2-year battle with a debilitating flesh-eating disease. During the hacker safe, I thought I did a good job. I was freezing cold and really shaky, and actually I really wasn't sure how I was going to finish out the rest of the day. And
my title is Why You Leave the Boy. Stop sabotaging your relationships, unlock the secrets to confronting your fears, and find the love of your life in 7 easy steps.
Essential Eternity Vision. Where your heart is, so is your treasure. This book will help readers to become more aware of making kingdom-minded decisions and to get focused on eternal things rather than temporal things.
This has got to be the hardest challenge for us to judge thus far. There were several that were just really dynamite, but there was one title that stood up among the rest that caused in both me and David a completely visceral reaction. And because of that, the winner of today's HackerSafe Immunity Challenge with the title Life's Like a Rose is Nico. Congratulations. Come on up. Why is a bush with so many thorns and only one flower called a rose bush and not a thorn bush? This is your life guide to understanding and applying the principle of seeing only the beauty in your life. Beautifully done.
I was fortunate. I got some words that, just hit me, and I put something together, and I was fortunate enough to win. But it was bittersweet. Seeing that that's my title and everything, and that is about life, I couldn't in all good conscience wear this today with one of my team being so hurt and sick. So I want to give this to Jamie for today. Wow.
That's very nice.
I can't watch you suffer all day. I want Jamie to have this.
Nico, you're choosing to give your immunity shirt to Jamie. Jamie, do you accept? Nico, if you give up the shirt, you will not be immune today and you can be eliminated. Jamie, if you accept the shirt, you will be immune for the entire day regardless of what else happens. He appears to be serious. Nico, congratulations on a great title. I think this is a book that most certainly you should write. Jamie, congratulations. You are now immune for the rest of the day.
Like I said, it was bittersweet. I won the immunity challenge, but one of the contestants was very sick this morning.
And when Nico won, he came over and he offered me the HackerSafe shirt, and I looked at him and I thought, well, no way. I mean, that shirt means a lot.
And we're here a long day, and we go through a lot of stress, and I didn't feel like I could wear the shirt in good conscience when I thought somebody was going to be very, very stressed and very ill the rest of the day.
I'm so grateful that he gave that to me, because then the little bit of lack of pressure allowed me to sort of come back and feel better. And I said to him afterwards, you better not get eliminated or I won't be able to forgive myself the rest of my life.
So I did what I had to do. If I saw somebody drowning in the river, I'd jump in and save them. I wouldn't really think about me too much at the time, so that's what I did, and I'd do it again.
After the HackerSafe immunity had been awarded, some of the contestants had another item of business to take care of.
Dude. Oh, you said yesterday if you won. What did he say?
You're gonna hold me to that?
Oh, that's wait.
It's got glitter in it.
Yep.
Well, I said I was gonna do it, so I'll do it. Alright, let's do it. Let's get it done. With glitter. I'm gonna be a shimmering boy all the way. Glitter flying around. How do you girls do this? It smells like hairspray, but every time I open my eyes, I get glitter in them, so I feel sexy.
Sexy.
That's hot. That's intense. All right, well, I'm gonna get out of my trash bag now.
Yeah, baby.
I can't. Can I join the pig club? Get away from me. Get away from me. You're not my roommate.
Oh, that'll be so cute.
With Thor's new look taken care of, it was time for the contestants to get down to real business in the classroom.
Our next speaker has been a marketing consultant for Fortune 500 companies, including 20th Century Fox, Sony, Mazda, General Mills, Domino's Pizza, Carlson Companies, Northwest Airlines, 3M. Mike has served as a producer, marketer, consultant for best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and TV personalities such as Deepak Chopra, Debbie Ford, the Tony Robbins Corp companies, and he's built over 250 websites, created over 30 products. He produced a feature film that was recently sold to Warner Brothers and is enjoying worldwide distribution. Please give a warm next Internet Millionaire welcome to Michael Koenigs.
Thank you very much. All right, I'm gonna dive right in and talk about what we're gonna learn today. First one is why video is the big thing. What are the most popular websites second to Yahoo right now? What's number 2?
MSN.
Very nice. All right, number 3. Anyone?
Google.
Yes, sir. And number 4. You know that.
Charles is going to be very tough. He's not just some goofy guy like that you see on camera. He knows his stuff. He's very educated and very talented. So he's going to be tough, very tough.
More than half of all the content that's being pushed through the internet is video. Video shows up in search engines. So if you put a video on YouTube, it gets picked up, it gets spidered almost immediately, frequently in less than an hour now. So if you put up a keyword loaded video and then you search for whatever title you used on Google between an hour and a day later, it's going to show up in the results. And because internet video is the most popular content online right now, Google says, hey, it must be important, it must be valuable, that's what people want, I'm going to give it that. So it pushes it closer to the top. It's not uncommon to get in the top 100 or even the top 10 listings. What's important is the more of these you do, the more of them stay. So what happens is, if you did 10 a week, well, you imagine you're going to have a network effect. Pretty soon these things are going to start piling up, and it's more traffic, more search engine, food. So again, I'm going to show you some specific ways to leverage that effect.
I really like Mike speaking. I was really able to relate to what he was saying because it's exactly what I do. And so when he was saying things, I could, chime in. I really enjoyed his presentation too, because when anyone talks about something you like, you're automatically interested. So.
This is another important thing, no website required. If you're doing your videos properly and you use a few of the tricks I'm going to share with you in a little while, you can be developing videos for someone else's products, drive traffic directly to them using an affiliate link, and be making money. In my opinion, I think we're still at the beginning of the biggest moment in internet history. You can create something and get it out to a huge percentage of the civilized world in minutes and completely dominate an area. I mean, this is an incredible opportunity. I think ignoring it is foolish. I just don't know of an easier way to market online and generate sales and revenue right now. I really don't.
This is stuff that I didn't even know existed before today, and it's going to make everything that I do so much more productive.
Turn your internet business into a cash cow with the most powerful sales medium in the world with internet video. The Infomercial Toolkit, available at expertinfomercial.com, takes the guesswork out of making internet videos. The easy step-by-step course includes software that automatically writes your scripts for you. You'll learn how to become an on-camera spokesperson and how to get free, high-quality traffic to your website. Take the guesswork out of making internet videos at expertinfomercial.com.
Today's execution challenge is going to center around video. Earlier, I told you about David Hancock and Morgan James Publishing. What you may not know is that I also have my own publishing house connected with Morgan James Publishing, and it's called Made Easy Publishing. You are going to make a 1-minute commercial to show the Made Easy Publishing opportunity to authors. The reward for this challenge is not only going to be immunity, The winning team will join myself, Michael Koenigs, and David Hancock at my home in my luxurious home theater for movie night. The winning team will also receive a complete copy of Michael Koenigs' Internet Infomercial Toolkit and a subscription to use the Traffic Geyser to submit your videos to dozens of video sites. The losing team will not be experiencing the thunder of my home theater. On the contrary, I will be meeting you this evening in the judgment room where one of you will be eliminated. Now, what would an execution challenge be without a twist? The twist that's going to happen right now is brand new teams.
This is so ironic because after our team lost again last night, we called a team meeting.
We had our team meeting to go over our strategies and go over just each other's weaknesses and strengths.
And we sat outside and talked about all of our strengths, all of our weaknesses, how we should fix them, different things to, even though we're competitors, we wanted to help our teammates so that we could be a better team as a whole.
So I was actually quite pumped to have that opportunity to say, because of that jam session that we had, is this going to work? Us now discussing and talking to each other, will that work for the next task? So I was completely surprised when they added the twist.
And then come to the challenge today and we switch. So maybe it wasn't the smartest move, I don't know.
One by one, you will come forward and draw a chip. She has chosen black. Jason has chosen white. Take your place with Jason, please. Black. White chip. Over here. Please join these. Thor, I think we know where you're going to be. I would like for you to come up with brand new team names. What are you guys going to be?
We're going to go all in.
You're all in. Team all in, okay? And on this side?
Knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich. Please take 15 seconds to confer who will be your team leader. Who's the team leader of all in?
I will be.
Knuckle sandwich. Mr. Trippy, the YouTubester, is going to be the leader on this challenge. We'll distribute the camcorders. You have 4 hours. You may begin.
Start with your outcome. What do you want people to do? You have 1 minute to tell a story and get them to take action.
Joel's the client. I think we should interview the client before proceeding with the project. What kind of author are you looking for to bring you a project?
Non-fiction to begin with, because we're just not a fiction publisher.
Why don't you show Nico the timeline we came up with? See what he thinks about it.
I think it would be really good to have Heather and Mike.
We have 1 minute. If we put 3 testimonies in, we're going to be really...
I think we definitely need to interview Mike as someone that's already done this and Heather that's already done this.
If he said that we could use him, we probably should use him.
I think he wants us to use them.
Yeah.
If we can't fit Heather in, then oh well.
Laura's finally stepping up in what she does know and is finally coming out of and saying, all right, I need to start, taking this seriously. And then you're finding out, wait, there's more to this girl. And I said that to her in the very beginning, that she's not just some goofy little, girl, that she's got more to offer. And and now she's starting to show it.
How creative do you want to be with this? Because we could get kind of interesting. Like
I think we need to be.
We could kind of really play it up.
Especially who we're up against, we need to be.
Do you have a sort of a concept of which way you're going to go? It's going to be comedy, or it's going to be...
I'm thinking something creative and almost old style.
You're going for an old-fashioned style. That could be risky.
Or if we started it old-fashioned and made it look like a new coming, and then it goes into color.
Or we could have some kind of Amazon guy like Nico out there who doesn't even know how to publish a book or something.
I was actually the one to encourage Laura to step forward because, I was talking to her at breakfast this morning when she came downstairs with her new image, her new makeover, and she looked awesome. I thought it would be a good opportunity for her to show Joel, yeah, I'm ready to step forward. I'm ready to be the JV partner that I can be.
I was thinking of Nico's when he was like running through the woods and be all jungle man-like and everything. That would have been a good concept, so easy. What? Jungle guy could do it, whatever. Tarzan could do it.
But I think we could just do the voiceover and do the same thing. I like Jamie and Laura a lot. I do have issues with Nico. I don't work well with him. And the irony that he and I are the two that got put over on the other team. well, it was just ironic. We're going to grab the attention with you sitting there with these voiceovers.
She likes to kind of be in control, and she doesn't realize that when she's not the team leader that she should take a step back. And I've worked with her for a few days, and we've done great together, but you know, she's always had one foot forward, and she doesn't really know how to take that step back.
I think we need to cut from Jamie to the interviews.
I don't think we're gonna have time for that many interviews. That's gonna take about 20 seconds.
Why?
Why?
So what you can do inside of 7 or 8 seconds with a couple of sound bites could be the equivalent of what you get in 40 seconds or a minute.
Right.
Okay.
No, we need to decide together because
I'm thinking of
I'm not sure. I mean, outside would be fun. But let's look at
what it looks like outside. You know?
Okay, and it seems like it's going to be more serious.
I think it's a testimony because he said that was the most effective.
Yeah.
All right.
We're not ready for you yet.
Yes, we are.
We don't have the camera.
Oh, quick, go get the camera.
Rolling.
All right. So go ahead and ask me a question.
So do you think now's a good time to kind of pick which ad we want, type of ad we want to focus
I think the
on?
parody was the best idea for this idea, don't you think? As
You mean exaggerated prop? As a leader, you know, he did great. He was able to delegate and split everybody up, but yet take charge, knowing that he knows what he's doing, but yet took input.
The problem that's being exaggerated is the frustration trying to get something published. What's a common frustration?
Most publishers, when they receive a manuscript, they feel frustrated, and that's the reality.
I was sitting there when they're drawing the chips out of the bag, and I'm saying, please, God, let me be on Trippy's team. Please let me be on Charles's team. If I'm not on Charles's team, I mean, this is, unless they screw up something in concept, I mean, this is game over.
if you submit it to another company,
yes,
they're not going to look at it. You're wasting your time. You're going to stress out. Send it to us.
A portion of the video is going to be focusing on showing how hard this guy actually worked.
Okay, so he's like, you know, struggling to get it done. He's like pulling his hair out, blah, you know, whatever. He finally gets it done. He puts it in an envelope. He mails it off. It shows the producer's like, hump. They're just saying hump. That's all they're saying.
Yeah.
And we'll put manuscripts on like a sign that says on the trash. And he just immediately throws it into the dumpster.
Yeah.
Big stupid jerks publishing or something like that. It's just some, I don't know. See, I do stuff like that. So you guys are gonna have to put it back on a serious track.
You go with it, and then we'll tailor it.
Okay.
All three of them are really very confident people, and so am I. And I thought, how was that going to work? And it actually worked out quite well, and we just basically respected taking turns with letting each of us speak, and I was impressed that we were able to do that. So
Authors are going to look at this and they'll be like, I've so done that.
Okay, so we would emphasize that, you know, one of us dressed as Joel, not even dressed as Joel, but, you know, acting like him. Hi, I'm Joel Comm.
Yeah.
You can make millions.
I don't know, throwing it out there. Joel will go into commercial.
Yeah, I know.
You can interview him.
Yeah.
Say, can
It's
you
his
say these
commercial.
things?
He wants to use this.
Okay, but he would want a script. All right, so then it would be submit to your manuscript to, you know, the email comes up here, and then it says this thing, and then it just fades to black. Maybe they let me do my thing as a leader and tell people, and that, you know, as a leader, I didn't want to just be barking orders. I wanted to, you know, get other input, and everyone got along really well. Thor has gotten so much better about letting other people give their opinions, and Allison's been giving clear descriptions of what she's trying to say without rambling. So it was really crazy, like everything just boom.
The all-in video will be shown first. Roll tape.
Would you like to write a best-selling book? I know. You're thinking it's too hard. You're not a recognized expert. You know, writing and having a book picked up by a major publishing house is one of the best and fastest ways to accelerate the growth of your business or career.
But getting established publishers to look at your ideas is virtually impossible when you're a new author.
Well, my first book, The AdSense Code, hit 3 bestsellers lists. Now, the credibility that I've gained from publishing this book has made me a celebrity in my niche.
Aside from self-publishing, it's the fastest, easiest way to gain international distribution and work with a major publisher.
Entrepreneurial authoring really allows you to have a hybrid approach that uses the best of both worlds.
Submit your book idea to www.madeeasypublishing.com. Download a free 20-minute interview to find out how you can become a recognized expert. Expert, got it. Okay, team all in, please take the platform. Laura, not only do you have a professional new look for day 5, but you stepped up as team captain. I like the integration of the logo. I like everybody has a book in them. That's one of the things I say again and again.
When we came in, we were very impressed with our video, and we thought we had the upper edge. And then during, when we watched the other team's video, Charles and I were sitting next to each other, going, "Uh-oh, man, crap, they got a good video. Oh man."
I am concerned about the noise that took place from being outside for those testimonials. I mean, it was pretty loud. Wouldn't it have made more sense to just find another set inside?
Well, we were originally going to go inside and use a green screen, and it was a choice based on a limited amount of time.
Central rules of production, any kind of video production, is you just have to have an external mic, and these cameras didn't have it.
Right. All in, good job, thanks very much. You may take your seats. And now we will watch the knuckle sandwich video. Roll film.
Hey gentlemen, we got the new manuscript.
I'm a writer and I write manuscripts. Hi, I'm Joel Comm, a New York Times best-selling author. If you're a recognized expert in your field, or if you have celebrity status in your niche, you need to be published. Made Easy Publishing will review your manuscript, guaranteed. How can we do this? It's easy. Visit www.madeeasypublishing.com. All right, lights please. Knuckle sandwich, you may take the platform.
Joel, he's a laid-back guy in private. He's a very personable guy, but he also is very professional with what he does. He's not going to want some slapstick comedy kind of thing out there representing him. And so it was a fine line. We were trying to make it funny and humorous without it being so completely off the wall, Charles Trippy style.
Clearly very entertaining. Funny, even the other team has to admit that is, yes, an entertaining video. The question is through all that, does it project the image that we want for Made Easy Publishing?
I thought it was funny. I would pass that on to a friend. The only part I didn't like in the edit was when Joel was speaking, and I know why you had to do that to just crunch the time. And you guys did a stellar job trying to make that as smooth as possible.
Their video was really funny, and it would be great on YouTube, but you know, I didn't think for the market that's who we would want to sell the video to.
Charles, I want you to tell us your honest opinion of All In's video.
I thought it was very typical, very infomercial video. If I was to watch it, I would turn it off because I've seen infomercial videos all the time.
Tell us what you think of Knuckle Sandwich's video.
I thought it was a very good video. I thought it was really funny. It captured my attention. It was a good story. However, I didn't feel like I knew enough about the product and exactly what they were trying to accomplish.
This was difficult. It really was, because immunity is on the line.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. I wasn't sure if Joel wanted something very standard and not, you know, it kind of seemed, I was hoping he'd want to go outside the box with the video.
So when we were standing up there, we really had no clue where they were going to go.
Joel did a really good job of keeping me suspense. I really didn't know who he was going to pick, and I actually could tell from all the judges that they were having a real difficult time.
We really didn't no clue which way they were going to go, so it was kind of nerve-wracking.
But I've got to say, because of the interesting approach and creativity that broke the mold, and really when we're doing marketing, we want to do something that is going to get the attention of the potential customer. And because of that, I'm going to give immunity today to Knuckle Sandwich. Congratulations.
I'm pissed! Can't you tell? I am so pissed. And I don't care if they see this, that's fine. Joel, love you to death. Mike, you know I love you. And David, can't wait to see you at Big Seminar. But guys, what the were you thinking? I think you need to do split testing and you're going to see who end up feels more to it. It's going to be really wrong.
Laura, you're the team captain. What do you think happened?
We did go off of what you told us the other night, how we were too edgy and we needed to appeal to the internet marketing crowd. So this was one of the things we did with this one.
You did. You really pretty much took the sales letter and transposed it to video. Who was responsible for the outside shots? Who decided that that was going to be the thing to do? Was it your idea?
It was our idea, my idea to try one of them like that. And then once we just got people to go out there, did we just decide?
I'll take the bullet on that, I guess.
Well, no.
It's because I wanted to shoot inside and outside. We were going to shoot green screen, and then we were going to use, something creative and kind of edgy, and bring in some bullet points, into there. But when we set the green screen up, it was a mess, and we had a lot of, I'm not blaming it, but we had a lot of technical issues. The first half hour, we didn't have a computer. We had to switch computers. We had to switch to a laptop. We wanted to use Photoshop, and it wasn't installed. And
that's not an excuse, right?
No.
That's just, those things happen. They do. And not only do they happen, but they happen all the time. You have to be ready to make those adjustments on the spur of the moment. Mike, you spent the greater part of the 4 hours with them today.
The biggest mistake I think that was made overall was you didn't ask questions. You didn't have enough questions.
You had 4 hours with the guy who just taught you how to make a killer video.
Yeah, there's one of my favorite sayings in the world is Tony Robbins says, the quality of your life is directly proportional to the quality of the questions you ask.
Now, David, you didn't get to observe the whole time, but you did see a little bit.
It was really a tough call, but when Expert got kind of cut off, my mind was hanging on that last little blip. My last thought of the video was, oops. But again, overall, it was really good for all that I saw today and how difficult it was for the other teams to put it together. You guys did a stellar job.
Thank you.
Nico, you won immunity this morning, and right there on the spot, you gave it to Jamie. Why did you do that?
I'm a giver, and if I see somebody that needs something, I take my shirt off my back, literally. So that's what I do to help, They're my competitors, but...
So how would you feel if you ended up being the one that's eliminated
And that's
tonight?
my karma, I do everything I can for everybody around me, and I believe it comes back tenfold, so...
Let me ask you then, Jamie's immune, so if you had to put the target on somebody, who would it be?
Christine she's a little bit edgy to work with, and she kind of gets a little bit snappy, and it makes it kind of uncomfortable, and makes things kind of, takes away a little of the continuity of the team at times. And
Snappy? I'm assuming not in a necessarily complimentary way. Do you know what he's talking about? Is that just the way you are normally, or is it under pressure?
We're on the same team before, and we just have different ways of doing things.
Okay.
It's mutual.
Okay, maybe not a match made in heaven, but you're getting along, and that's work it out.
One thing I did observe is, you got into a place of feeling helpless at times, not knowing what to do. It felt like you were lost and didn't know exactly, and you were dealing in an uncomfortable situation. I know she had never made a video before. The key is find this strong, empowering place, and what kind of question do I need to ask right now to get out of this space or to solve this problem?
Jamie, you're immune. Who do you think needs to take the responsibility for this?
This is a really hard decision because everybody here is really good. Laura was put in charge of team leader, and definitely for about the first 2 hours, I don't think Christine gave her any respect. I'm not sure if it was just stress because it was a new team, but we felt very disorganized, and
Are you putting the blame on the leadership of Laura, or are you putting the onus on Christine for not respecting her leadership?
I think that maybe Christine could have shown Laura a bit more respect, because I think sometimes she was looking at me as opposed to Laura when she was trying to say things, and Laura was our team leader.
Does Laura have a hard time commanding respect?
No, I don't think it was 2 hours. I think it was more like half an hour. I was totally thrown off being taken away from my team that I've been with from the beginning.
I need a JV partner that is going to be cool and composed, because if I get bent out of sorts because something's going wrong, that's where the other person needs to be able to pick up the slack.
But can I just add that
Sure.
after we were in the swing of things, and I think we got more relaxed and we had a plan and we were comfortable, then Christine was very good to work with.
All right, Jamie. Which one needs to go? I just need right from your heart, which is the one.
I mean, sorry.
She understands. Laura, I haven't asked you yet, as the team leader, do you carry the burden of responsibility here, or do you feel that somebody failed you along the way and they need to carry
I don't believe anyone failed. I think we did an awesome job, and I'm going to stick with it. I think all of us did a great job. The first half hour, or maybe a little bit longer, was a little stressful for me because I was trying to command the attention. I love Christine. I love her. She's great and everything. But she was just kind of seeming really snappy from the first second we got on the set. Maybe because I've been in the sandbox or whatever for the past few days, and maybe it looked like I was weak. So when we were outside...
I don't think you are.
Oh.
I'm starting to see more and
Yeah,
more.
I don't think she was either.
It's difficult because this task, it didn't fall apart.
Right.
This was not a disaster.
Everything completely turned around though, it seems, because I came up to her and I was like, hey, I was like, are you okay? What's going on? We need to talk about this. And she admitted that she didn't know how to handle things coming into this group since we were all on different teams. Pointed out that, Nika was on our team and they came in together, and me and Jamie were together, and we could all get through this.
Okay.
And we did a great job, so.
I really do appreciate the way you stepped up. I mean, you're taking the attitude. It's almost like this is Laura growing up, right here before our eyes. And it's been so rapid. But you didn't command the respect of Christine. Nico, you had immunity. You had it. It was yours.
And like I said, in good conscience, I couldn't have worn that shirt all day knowing that there was somebody, it just felt like I had to do it that way.
I've got to weigh very carefully the type of action that you took. I see your heart though, and I believe that you did what you had to do. And so you're safe tonight. Laura, however, as much as you stepped it up, you still didn't command the leadership. Christine, I can't have somebody on my team that's working alongside of me that's going to be difficult to work with. I'm a pretty strong personality myself. I need my partner by my side. And because of that, Christine, I'm sorry to tell you that you've been eliminated from the competition. One more thing before you go. You may keep your e-commerce chips, or you may give your entire stack to whoever you choose. What would you like to do?
Allison.
Okay, Allison will receive your chips. Can you please put them on the table? Thank you. I'm sure you're going to do great things. I have no doubt about it, and I wish you the very best. You must now exit the complex. Thank you.
I'm into her shirt. You did a good job, and Christine, you're awesome too. Thank you guys very much. I do feel kind of bad when I was leaving the judgment room. I feel like I almost stepped on the judge's toes, but I felt like I had to have the last word about saying how great my team was. I kind of feel bad about that, but not really, so never mind. I don't feel bad about that.
I'm mad at myself.
I felt horrible to see Christine sent home. She was one of the people who was there when I got into Denver at the airport, and she's always been really friendly with me, and we've got along well.
I'm definitely disappointed. The first thing that hit me was having to tell my husband, because he's home taking care of things so I can be here, and I feel like I let him down. And that's probably what's hitting me the most right now.
Christine and I kind of had a pretty good alliance going, and with her gone, I don't have nearly as strong of a relationship with anybody else here. I mean, literally, we had an agreement that, you know, if it came down to it, we would be the last two people on this show.
I didn't appreciate being told I was difficult to work with. I happen to think Nico's very difficult to work with, and we have differing approaches. And I didn't like being classified as difficult to work with.
Oh, Christine. Pobrecita. I think it's for the best. You know, I mean, she's got 5 kids, and I think maybe that's where she belongs, is, you know, close to home.
I did need to ask Nico to give me some space. He wanted to come up and hug me and talk to me right afterwards, and I really just needed some space. He wasn't who I needed to have hugging me right then.
I'm sad because she was my roommate, and now she's not going to be my roommate, and we've sort of gotten quite close. Like, she's such a sweet person, and I totally hope that after the show we will keep in touch.
Allison and I are friends, and I gave her my chips, and I really think that she's awesome, and I think she has a lot of potential, and I hope she knocks some day.
I really like Christine. I think she would have been a really good JV partner for Joel. She really does do the research and everything like that, but this today was just not her strong point.
Should have been more in control when I got switched to a different team, and I should have managed my emotions better, and I'm disappointed in myself.
It didn't matter if we had to make up a reason to vote somebody else off. We were going to be the last 2 people. With that gone, I have to forge some new relationships, and there's a lot there's I would say about half the people in the show right now I don't trust.
I'm feeling pretty honored to be able to visit Joel Comm's house and see all his collection of software, old collector software. That's really awesome. We're going to see a movie, and he's got a really nice home, and I'm just feeling happy that I'm here and just feeling good.
I don't trust Allison. She's very analytical. She's very, very analytical. In fact, just about everything to her is a calculation of some sort. So as long as it suits her needs, I think she'll do what she wants to do, and she'll do what needs to get done.
Thor Schrock is very knowledgeable, great on the internet. He's a bundle of energy. I think he might his energy might turn out to be a problem for him in the end, though. I think he might have a little too much chutzpah, as they say.
I definitely won't turn my back on Nico. He was handing out caps to all the people on his team before they went in there for the challenge, because he figured, well, heck, if I lose, you know, at least I'm giving him free stuff. He even told Trippy that he brought all this free stuff. He brought rum and cigars and snuck all these fruits through customs. And he's handing it out. Everyone's, you know, just, you know, drinking it and smoking it and doing great time, having a great time. When in actuality, he was just playing a game.
It's been neat to see just how important my wife is to me, and I am where I am because of her. And it's been hard doing things without her there, not just necessarily her ideas or anything like that or what she can do, but just her encouragement and her support drives me.
Ironically enough, Jason Marshall, I'm not sure about him. He's a really nice guy, and he's got the kindest heart of anybody I've ever met. On the other hand, he's here to play and he's here to win, and I don't think that he's going to let that kind heart get in the way.
The toughest competition would be Thor and Jason. Both have really strong qualities. Both lack in certain parts, but they make up in other parts. And we're all kind of like forming a little clique where we get along very well, we're friends, so it's gonna get really tough as it gets further into the competition, because we're gonna be pitted against each other. So that should be kind of interesting, I guess.
There's a lot of people right now that are putting a lot of fronts out there that aren't true. There's a lot of disinformation going on, and it's getting tough to cut through it, because it's getting down to the point where everybody who's here is good and deserves to be here. So it's to the point now where you almost can't have a total strategy. You can't have a total alliance unless you have total trust. And I don't totally trust anybody here right now.
Dude! I'm tired. I want to go home and sleep, but hey, we're in Joel's house and I stole a spatula, so I'm pretty cool right now.
The little kids that are gonna kick and freaking scream.
You've got to be thinking ahead, what's next? How can I learn what's coming? How can I not get blindsided? How can I get mentors and teachers and information about what's coming ahead so that I can keep on the track? But at the same time,
doesn't mean there's not going to be pressure and doesn't mean it's not going to be a challenge.
Typical Americans, they want everything for free.
We need to win, Laura, or one of us is leaving.
you've just got to get really, really crystal clear on what it is that you do.
The growth of the internet has led to more opportunities for prosperity than ever before. The myth of making money online from home in your pajamas is no longer a myth. The internet has made it a reality. Now, I invite you to become a part of this group of entrepreneurs by becoming a Next Internet Millionaire Insider. As a member, you'll receive your own internet business on CD-ROM shipped directly to your door. This CD is packed with video tutorials, instructional ebooks, website templates, and 64 products that you can begin selling online immediately. It has all the tools and resources you need to get your internet business up and running quickly. And as an insider, you'll have the ability to ask questions, participate in exclusive teleseminars, and receive access to a special members-only website. To learn more, go to www.nextinternetmillionaire.com and enter your name and email address in the form on the page. Thanks for watching The Next Internet Millionaire. I look forward to seeing you as an insider.
I'm saying everything honestly, and you guys wanted that, so fine. You finally got it there. You're happy, right?